So basically, the necromancer Tal Lorves has unearthed an underground tomb that dates back to the height of the ancient Tiefling Empire. Lorves has been terrorizing the surrounding lands with his vile experiments, and now he hopes to find a ring hidden in the tomb that is tied to a ritual he wants to perform by the rise of the next full moon. That works about 60% of the time, every time. So the PCs, you guys need to enter the tomb of the Empress Nemea, deal with the servants of this foul demon necromancer, and you also must confront Tal Lorves before he can claim the ancient relic and move one step closer to ultimate power over the undead in the entire Nentervale. So there you go. You guys have been traveling. You left Fallcrest. You've traveled north towards the Winterball Forest. And you come upon the dark opening, and it is partially hidden. You have to deal with several undead. There's a sort of like an old tiefling, ancient tiefling monastery graveyard, and you guys work your way in. It doesn't cost you any surges or anything like that. And you guys actually get up to the side of the hill, and then you see the shattered door, the shattered ancient door. That is the opening of the tomb of the Tiefling Empress. So you guys proceed into the tomb. Switch you guys.
I'll fit in just fine with these undead.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did the undead for you, Gim, because I know you like the undead.
I like them too.
Right.
I think it's the smell. They just smell so great.
Undead do have a pretty damn good smell.
They keep you awake, that's for damn sure.
Alright, so this is where you guys are at. You can put your magnifying glass on about 100%. You can see that we're using the grids, which is, it's an important part of 4th edition. And I have some characters that I'm going to be getting rid of, because I usually put all the tokens. Looks like we have alright. So everybody's tokens are up there now.
Snot.
Yeah, I was looking for the wolf.
I'll put snots on there when you guys get some room. So, all right. So this is the first encounter. The first encounter is Death in the Dark, and the illumination is. You guys have used a couple light spells. There's also, let's see. You guys have worked your way down. The shattered door is right there. You're at the beginning of the tomb. You see that there's a sort of like a light green light coming up from the floor. It looks to be many green runes that are making about a 30-foot square pattern on the floor. You also see several undead in front of you, especially Zantag and Rack. You see what appear to be several wights bearing down on you as well. So let's go ahead and let's just get right to it. Do initiative, and we will start. And a couple other features of this complex as well. In this room, you can see that the ceiling's about 20 feet high. You guys have light on. The clerics cast light on you, and you also have your vision as well. So anyone on the shattered door is basically going to have to spend double movement, because of the actual door is it's sort of like a hindrance in the square. So the back, let's see, Dritz, the warlock, the thief, well, the rogue and the ranger, it's going to cost you guys 2 squares of movement to get out of that, to get out of the mess where the door is at. Also, you notice that there are markings on the floor of the chamber. You don't know who's written them, but it could possibly be by Tal Lorves, because that is why you are here at the temple. And looks like there's several huge cracks in the center of the room as well. The cracks will also act as difficult terrain, so it'll cost you 2 squares of movement to go through the middle of the room as well. Everything else is 1 for 1 except for the doors, the cracks on the floor. Alright, so you guys have rolled. Let's open up the turn tracker. Yeah, it looks like everything worked. It looks like we don't have one person on there.
I hit the initiative button, but I kept getting that error message again.
Oh, click your token and hit it. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, you gotta click your token and then there you go, Mistiv. You ready for your game tonight?
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I'm ready for it too. So, all right, I'm gonna do some initiatives as well for these creatures in the room. You also see a skeleton towards the middle of the room as well. And these gnarly. So it looks like you guys are going to definitely be fighting undead. Alright, so descending order. Looks like, looks like we have a skeleton that's going first. And I just also want to tell you guys that I'm doing the 4th edition errata for the Dungeon Master Guide on damage conversions. So you're going to be taking a lot more damage now. But the monsters have less hit points, less armor class, but they do more damage. So it's just gonna basically speed up combat a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it does speed it up. All right, so first up we have Mr. Skeleton 1. Ooh. Mr. Skeleton 1 is basically I'm gonna move back. I'm actually going to pull back a little bit for the first skeleton here. That'll be it for his turn. Second, there is another skeleton that is falling back. It appears the whites are commanding the skeletons to fall back into a defensive position. Alright, so Zantag, you're up now. And I'll also give you your wolf.
Alright. Well, the wolf is going to do the one thing that he always does first.
Charge in and get killed?
I was gonna say that.
No, the whole aura thing.
Alright, go ahead and put it on. And yes, you do like to charge in and get killed, damn it. Although,
Stop killing the dog.
The last couple games, you really haven't done that.
Yeah. I know. Wolf's gonna sneak his way up to that one skeleton right there, I guess that is.
That is definitely a skeleton in the corner, that's for sure.
Grab a bone.
Yep. And then he's gonna take a nip at that skeleton and try to steal a leg bone.
You're trying to give that dog a bone, huh?
Yep.
There was a lot of boning last night.
16 on armor class versus skeleton is barely a miss.
Ow, damn.
Anything else? This is 16. That's a shitty roll. You rolled a 4.
I know.
Anything else for you, Zantag?
Nope.
Alright. So the warlock's up, and you can move through people, so as long as you don't stop in their square, just in case you didn't know. So if you want to charge on in, Eco, that sounds good to me.
I wonder if Dave's going to give us a boning like they did last night.
Okay, so range of 10 means 10 squares, right? So
That's
50
correct.
feet.
Yep, that is correct, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to try an Eldritch Bolt on...
Okay, the skeleton down there, that sounds good. You got perfect line of sight. You can get a shot off. And I believe that's...
Oh, it says Charisma versus Reflex.
Yeah, it's versus Reflex. So whatever your plus to hit is, which should be +7, with your Blade of Annihilation, you have your wand in one hand, and you have to have the wand in your hand to summon your Blade of Annihilation. So the Blade of Annihilation is like an automatic mechanic that you get for the Warlock. So yep, you're +7.
Oh, would that be plus... Okay, so +7 is what I use, right?
That's it. Yep, it's all based off of your primary stat. All your attacks are so. 22 versus reflex. That's definitely a hit on that skeleton. That's a good hit. That's a nice solid hit. So you can go ahead and roll your damage, and your modifier should be the damage column. So, all right.
There you go.
All right. So that's it. You want any movement?
That's it?
All right. Levo,
No, I'm
you're
going to
up
stay in the
now.
back.
Should have played the mage.
Oh, who, me?
Well,
No, talking to the warlock.
Oh, okay.
You could have done a lot more damage with the mage.
The only warlock I ever read about was the Fey one who teleports around shooting stuff.
Ah. So one of the novel series or something?
No, in the 4th edition, the Fey versus the Infernal ones. Fey, Infernal, and Star Pact.
Ooh. All right, Mr. Ranger, you're up now.
Alright, I'm looking through my sheet and I don't see my weapon in here anywhere. Do I get any specials add-ons with my weapon?
Let's see. Your weapon is right under the skill list. You have a longbow. You're +11 with your longbow, and you are +6 to damage with your bow. And if it's a solo creature, you actually do +7 damage. If it's a solo creature, so yeah, you got your longbow, or you can charge in with a greatsword as well. But your bonuses are mediocre compared to the bonus to your longbow.
Yeah, I'm not Gim. I'm not gonna charge in there.
Get ripped in half by another Grell.
I think I'm just gonna take a shot at this guy hiding off to the side here.
Alright, yeah, you got perfect line of sight on that, so feel free to shoot away with +11. Which, what are you going to use? Are you using a power or anything like that?
No, I'm gonna start slow, just a basic ranged attack.
Okay, sounds like a winner to me. I believe that is armor class based, so... Yep, it is. And your attack is a 19 versus armor class in the white. Which is, that's a hit. That's exactly what you needed. So you can go ahead and do damage. And he's solo, so it's +7 instead of +6.
Okay, sweet.
Oh man, that is awesome. This is going to be great. Alright, so you do 11 damage. Very nice. Alright, next up is a white. Yeah, I should... Doesn't look like anybody's wanting to move out of there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and take some movement. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attack the wolf. It wouldn't be an official game if I didn't attack the wolf and kill it, would it? Alright, and that's a 20 versus armor class. You got raked by a claw. I believe it is a hit, 20 versus armor class. And Snots gets hit for 17 damage.
17? Damn.
Snots get raked by a claw for 17 necrotic damage. And you also lose a healing surge.
What?
Ouch.
Seriously?
And-
Damn.
And the white gets to shift 3 squares as well. So I just move right back out of there after I about killed good old Snots. Alright, that's the claw is actually a really nice move for the whites. So Feanor, you're up now.
Okay, I'm gonna move out of this little corridor.
Okay.
And it's going to take 2 squares to move just from out of this door.
Yes, it's going to be 2 for your first move and then 1 after. Unless you go to the middle of the room where the cracks in the floor are.
Okay.
And I said rake, not rape, guys. Come on, tighten it.
What is this aura that the wolf provides?
It provides combat advantage to any target any enemy that is within the aura. So you can get your sneak attack if you choose to hit. You can get your sneak attack damage as well. So it's actually a really, really, really powerful aura. Because you don't even have to have combat advantage to get the combat advantage bonus. It just has to be within the aura. You guys are killing me.
So if I'm not mistaken, I can move here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what path did you take? I just saw like a diagonal move. I like to see the way the path that characters make. So instead of just like a straight line. Okay, so you cannot move through the skeleton. You can move through allies, but you can't move through the skeleton. So I mean, you can go from here to the next square, but if you do that, you have to take into consideration you're going to take an attack of opportunity because you're leaving one adjacent square and going to another adjacent square. So, and when you do that, you basically let your guard down, and the skeleton gets a free melee attack on you.
Okay.
So, is this your first time playing 4th edition?
I played in an encounters segment about 3 years ago. It's been since then.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll let you do it. I mean, I'm not gonna just rake you with a free attack because 3 years you probably didn't know. So, this is adjacent right here. Now, when you're adjacent to a target, if you move anywhere that's still going to be adjacent to a target, like there or up above it, that's going to provoke an attack of opportunity. That's just basically letting your guard down. So I'm going to let you'll start here at 2, and then 3, and then 4, and you can do any other movement you want, or you can just, depending on what weapon you're going to have out, your bow or your sword. So I didn't hear you declare what weapon you had out as well. So.
All right, I think I'm just going to pull out my bow. And I'm going to take a shot at this white. How do I indicate where I'm targeting?
To ping on the map, you just hold down the left mouse button on the target wherever you want.
Okay, so that's who I'm taking aim at.
All right, sounds like a winner. So you did your movement, your minor to pull your bow out, and your standard to attack, and you can do your roll 1d20 plus your to hit with Feanor, which with the bow is a +8. No, it's a minor death. All right, 24 versus armor classes, a hit. So you guys got to take into consideration, these are all new players as well, so things are going to go slower, but that's just the way these games are. I have to do a lot of explaining on rules and whatnot, so just be patient, guys. It's got new players. But that's what this game is about. It's for new players. It's to introduce them into the game, which is great. All right, so you do another 11 damage to this white down here. Very nice shot. Good damage. It's got an arrow hanging out of him now. So you shoot him directly in the shoulder. All right, so that's it for Feanor. So now we have another white up for attack. so I'm going to go ahead and stay here. And as you can see, you're not being flanked or anything like that. So I'm just going to do a claw attack on you. And we will see. That is a 16 versus armor class. I don't think that's a hit. Your defenses are about the 5th block of stats down. You'll see that your character has your 4 stats: armor class, fortitude, reflex, and will. So my attack on a 16 is a miss because you have an 18 armor class. So you are pretty fortunate because that rake sucks. So, and that's it for the white. Now, the skeleton here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Snots is bloodied.
Okay, well, I think Snots is probably going to die because I'm feeling pretty froggy on this attack. Well, this attack is going to go... I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to use an attack called Bone Shard. And what Bone Shard does is... actually, it's a... Yeah, it's just a normal attack. Ooh, I like this. So, Snot 17 versus armor class. Is that a miss or is that a hit?
A 17.
Yep, 17.
He ducks under the bone.
So I threw the dog a bone and he missed it. He didn't take the bone. So all right, that's good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, with this, I'm going to go ahead and shift as well. I'm going to use my movement to shift. I do not take an attack of opportunity because I'm shifting. So, all right. So I am here now, and that is it for the skeleton. Now, Rack, you're up. And I know Rack loves to just burst right on into the scene, so that's going to be good.
Well, I'm going to move over here. And do a duelist assault. Cunning Stalker has combat advantage.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, Cunning Stalker is the one that gives you free advantage on anything that hasn't taken an action yet. So, which actually, I believe that skeleton has already had a move. So let me reread Cunning Stalker real quick. You gain combat that have no creatures adjacent to them other than you. So wow, that is actually really nice. So you hit with a 30 and you did 15 damage. Very nice shot. Anything else for you, Gim? You done?
I'm doing much better on these.
All right. So the last cleric.
Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
4th edition's a great game, Death
Now,
Ranger. It's
I
very
want to try to
logical.
flank this white over here. Can I make it over there without incurring attack of opportunity?
Let's see. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's your total movement?
5.
Yeah, that's going to be about it because unfortunately you're on the
Actually,
back.
I can flank with the puppy, right? If I got here, I'll show you. 1.
You guys
2,
also you can.
3.
Yeah, I hear
4,
you doing your space
5.
So.
There you go.
All right. Well, remember I was saying you're in the door is a difficult terrain, so it's going to cost you double movement to get out of any terrain with the door in it. So,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I will then come up to here instead.
Okay, that sounds good.
Am I allowed to healing word the puppy? Does he have healing surges?
It's deducted from the druid, but yes, you can heal the puppy. Yeah, you can heal Snots.
Okay, as a minor action, I'd like to give Snots a healing word.
Okay, and you can go ahead and roll your bonus. On the card, it'll tell you what. Very good, nice job.
Nice one.
So healing surge +6 for Snots.
All Snots. All right. So it looks like we're...
Oh, that was a minor action.
Yep, minor. Yep, you still got a standard that you can attack as well. So.
I would like to attack the white in front of me. I would like to attack him with Blessing of Battle. Now, let me see if this is correct. I'm calculating my attack bonus. It's written down here that I have my bonus is +6. Is this including my weapon?
That's including the proficiency. That's including everything.
Okay, so is it including my wisdom modifier for the attack?
Yep. Yeah, I think you get a. Let's see. You got a 3, plus your half level is a 5, so it should be a 7 actually to hit.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll a 1d20 plus 7 versus AC against this white in front of me. 19.
All right. The white and a 19 is a hit.
Okay. And for my damage, it's 1d10. 10, plus 3 for my weapon, plus the wisdom modifier damage, plus 5. So it's 1d10 plus 8. Is that correct?
Let me pull this up.
Blessing of Battle hit is weapon plus wisdom modifier damage.
So it'll be your weapon damage is
1d10.
1d10 with your Warhammer. And your bonuses should be plus 3 because of the
weapon itself. And plus 5 for my wisdom modifier.
You don't add in half level for that, so it would be plus 3. You only add half level in for attacking and skill checks and defenses and stuff. But now for your damage total, you just take the pure mod, so that's why it's 3.
Oh, I see. So it's 7 damage.
Okay.
Radiant damage, though.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. Radiant damage is definitely vulnerable on undead, and you would know that being a cleric as well. So
he yells out, "Cower before the might of Pelor."
Ooh.
End turn.
This kind of hisses at you. All right, so now I've got a Mr. Skeleton down here. I'm going to go ahead and move up and engage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I'm moving here. And I will attack the cleric. And I'm going to use a attack called Bone Shard. Oh, it is fixing to rain. It's a probably hit 23 versus armor class. So.
That's a hit.
Alright, so you're going to take a total of 15 necrotic damage, and you're also going to be taking 5 necrotic damage around until save ends as well. So let's go ahead and put the green circle on you with a 5 in it. And that's going to represent that you're taking 5 necrotic damage every round until you save end. So you won't take any damage until the 5 damage until the beginning of your round. So, all right, and that's going to be it. And then at the end of your round, you'll get to make a saving throw.